She's following it for us in our newsroom there. Jamie, how do we know about the ad campaign?
Well, we know about it from the New York Post, basically, and the Transit Authority does confirm that the group did purchase a number of black and white posters that they want to place in subway cars, Jane, 1,000 of them in September. The group, though, whyislam.org, they insist that this is just an informational campaign to dispel the theory that everyone who is Muslim is a terrorist. So let me tell you a little bit about who's behind it. The man Siraj Wahhaj that you mentioned is a U.S.-born convert to Muslim. He is an imam at a fairly well-known mosque in Brooklyn, and he is seen in a YouTube video describing what they're calling the subway campaign. They will hit about 4.9 million strap hangers, according to the New York Post, through this ad campaign. The connection that this man Siraj Wahhaj has, this imam, to this gentleman, his name Omar Abdel Rahman, he is someone that was implicated, convicted, and is serving a life sentence in the 1993 bombing of the World Trade Center. The situation is Wahhaj testified as a character witness. Is that enough to say that this campaign is terrorism? Likely not, but we need to know more. The U.S. Attorney will get back to us. We are trying to confirm whether or not Wahhaj was in fact an unconvicted co-conspirator in the 1993 bombing, something else that has been alleged. Right now, they are saying, though, the organization, it's just to let people know what Allah and Islam is all about.
Jamie, let us know if you hear anything. Jamie Colby in the news.
Making some big controversy in one American city, which is the one I'm standing in. Heather has that.
Trace, you're not going to believe this story, folks. There is a new ad campaign, and it's about to take New York City strap hangers by storm. There are signs urging New York City subway riders to convert to Islam. Now, it's the brainchild of this man. His name is Siraj Wahhaj. He's an imam from a Brooklyn mosque who once called the FBI and the CIA terrorists. Reports also say that he was named a co-conspirator, an unindicted co-conspirator, in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing that killed 6 people. And here's a clip from one of his sermons. He's saying, in time, the so-called democracy will crumble. There will be nothing, and the only thing that will remain will be Islam. Sound suspicious? Well, our Jamie Colby is live here in the newsroom to talk about this. You've been following the story this morning. What do we know about this ad campaign, Jamie?
Yeah, Heather, we've been working this pretty hard all morning, and the MTA has just confirmed to Fox News that this ad campaign will take place. It is timed with Ramadan in the month of September. $48,000 spent so far buying these black and white posters that will be posted in 1,000 subway cars here in New York City. 5 million strap hangers a day will see these posters, basically pitching whyislam.org, an organization that promotes people converting to Islam. Take a look as well, Heather, at this YouTube video we found that talks a little bit about the campaign.
Imagine sitting in the subway, people sitting there, people standing there. What are they thinking about? What are they doing? When Allah says that He selected all of you, meaning this ummah, anyone that says La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, that they have been selected because Allah sees something in them that qualifies them for service to this deen.
Okay, the guy we were looking at right there, that's the imam, right?
Right, he opens the video.
What can you tell us about it?
This is Siraj Wahhaj that you mentioned. He is an imam in Brooklyn. Originally, he was a Nation of Islam follower, I should mention, attracted to Malcolm X's teachings, and he told Newsday in an interview a long time ago, in the 80s, that he was attracted to the Nation of Islam because of its militancy. Well, lots of his lectures are out there right now, and this campaign, he hopes, will raise awareness about what Islam really is, but obviously they're looking for converts. They want people to call the 800 number that they'll be posting. And the New York Post also raises the fact that he was a character witness after the 1993 World Trade Center bombings for Omar Abdel Rahman,
that's the blind sheikh who's at the maximum security prison over in Colorado.
In for life.
Bad guy.
And also the Post alleges that Siraj Wahhaj, the imam, was an unconvicted co-conspirator in that bombing. So this is a story we'll be working all day.
Jamie, let's keep following that one. It's an unbelievable story, only out of New York here. But we're going to go back.
Really recruit a terrorist on our own turf.
Joining me now is counterterrorism analyst Steve Emerson, the author of the book American Jihad, The Terrorists Living Among Us, and that is one of the best books you can read to just get a great perspective on the issues we're facing. Steve, thanks for being back with me again.
Sure.
You know, the Muslim organization says that this is an ad being put out there because people don't understand what true Islam is all about, and that now we are misunderstanding what their objective is. Do you think that's accurate?
No, I think that's absolutely false. The organization that's actually publishing it, Why Islam, is a subsidiary of a group called the Islamic Circle of North America. Their main goal is to convert, is to recruit to convert, as well as have people carry out missionary work for Islam. It's not to clear up misconceptions at all. It's only designed to basically convert. Now, the problem is the organization itself, the Islamic Circle of North America, has hosted many conferences, of which we have tapes and documents from, that have called for violence, that have supported suicide bombings, that have disrespected the United States. Even Siraj Wahajidi has come out on statements in tapes that we've obtained saying the United States is garbage, the United States he doesn't respect, and he'd like to see Islam reign supreme throughout the U.S.
Well, let's show our audience just a couple of things. First, a statement from the Islamic Circle of North America, and they say that anyone who looks at the ad objectively can see that it is not preaching anything. There is a lot of Islamophobia out there, and we provide people with the chance to speak with an actual Muslim who is informed. Now, you also talk about this imam who is involved in it, and this is a quote from one of his sermons, and it's kind of eye-opening. Let's put this up. This is from Siraj Wahaj's sermon. He says, "In this time, this so-called democracy will crumble, and there will be nothing, and the only thing that will remain will be Islam." Are they trying to pull the wool over our eyes? You know, not Muslims in general in America, but these organizations.
Yes, these organizations are offshoots or fronts for the Muslim Brotherhood. Its main mission is to spread Islam and to make sure that it becomes dominant in the world and to convert as many people as possible. And ultimately, some of those people who are converted do carry out acts of violence or extremism.
But
there's no doubt about that.
Can they really recruit an American here on our turf, do you think?
They have done that already. I mean, the fact is that Siraj Wahaj is himself a convert. He was recruited, and then he became an appendage to that list of potential unindicted co-conspirators. Right. So it's clear that he himself demonstrates that people who get recruited to these groups can carry out or can be parts of conspiracies. Now, the bottom line here is that the mother group itself is a radical group, and the notion that Islamophobia is the only reason they are disseminating this propaganda is really a smokescreen. It's designed to recruit, to expand their ranks, and to spread their Islamist interpretation of Islam, which is quite radical.
Steve, always good to have you on with us. Thank you very much.